Less than 10 seconds in. Eric Hubba Paul Waldrop. What's going on, my friends? Whew. I am exhausted, but I am ready to go. I'm exhausted. I'm as ready to go as I can be for how exhausted I am. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Gonna get a start on it. I don't know how far into it we're gonna get today, but we're gonna get a start on it. Get milling. Time for instrument 5, Sean. Technically, there's currently 4 in progress guitars already. So let's start another one. Oh, hi there. Gretchen, hi there. I'm listening to your PM talk about trade with the US. Oh, okay. The only way we get a Telecaster by 2026 is off Marketplace. And I don't have enough money for that, so 14 by 19 body blank at minimum. You don't tell me it's not going to be that big. I only have just over 13 by, well, I could do 19, but that's not what this says. I measured this thing is 13. Don't tell me it needs to be 14. It'll be fine. The actual width of the body doesn't matter anyway. As long as the holes go in the right place, the body doesn't matter at all. Not even going to do that shape. Oh. It's going to be that shape-ish. Kinda. It's going to be the Mike's wooden things and stuff spin on a Telecaster. Looks a little something like that. Have you eaten dinner, Mike? I had food not that long ago. Settle down. You're not my real mom, okay? I had to do a show. I'm supposed to be making a guitar. I'll have dinner after. I'll have food after. I gotta sit for a minute though. Or we could just start breaking things down. I mean, I got all these big ass chunks of wood. We should probably start breaking them down. And gluing them back up. Making them smaller and then gluing them back bigger. He says food, but I think it was just pretzel bites. No, it was stupid McDonald's. Because I had to pop in someplace really, really quick because I was doing dump runs for work today. And I got too hungry and I was driving by and I needed something. So the stupid McDonald's happened again. I mean, you do what you have to do. I needed something in. And that was the option on my way by doing dump runs today at work. So I'm not proud. Okay. I actually miss your cooking bits, but I thought I'd check. Seems like you'll need energy. Yeah, I mean, I have the dark chocolate caramels. I got some more nuts and bolts. I got the biscuit, not good chocolate biscuits. I've got some toffee phase. You guys like toffee phase? Little caramel cups with the hazelnut and the chocolate. I got some of those. But I'm feeling okay. So 5 Big Macs, 4 fries, 20 nuggets, and a large Diet Coke. No, I had three double cheeseburgers. No pickles, no onions. Because I didn't have any fries or anything because I needed to be driving. So it was whatever I could do with one hand. I'm not proud. All right. Did you get the nut? It says it was delivered. Hold on. If it might be sitting on my doorstep. This feels unnecessary for a guitar nut. I bet it's in here though. Sean had to order me a nut for his bass. And also he needs fancy tuners. So he had, or not tuners, buttons, strap buttons. He needed fancy strap buttons, so he had to order those for me too. Because he's fancy pants with his strap buttons. Should have made your own nut. It's not my guitar. It's a commission, kind of. Okay. Let's get. There's only 3 thumbs so far. There's more than 3 of you watching, and there's only 3 of you that want to be here. That's disappointing and bad friending. Let's go. I'm not going to be able to watch. I need to stay relatively focused on what I'm doing. So I'll stop periodically and try to check in. But a lot of this is just going to be me working. You guys are going to have to deal. All right. Let's do it. Some table saw, some bandsaw, some jointer. I'll pull the planer out. We'll get some blanks glued up. All right. Walnut topped, sapele backed, cherry and walnut necked, Telecaster-y type thing. Come on. Starting off strong. There we go. All right. Uh, 18, 36. We'll do the body first. And then we'll do neck. These are a little crooked. Making a guitar, starting another guitar. Because I don't think you're supposed to finish guitars. I'm pretty sure that you're only supposed to get like part of the way through. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's... This is not... This is not a jointed surface, so this may kick a little bit when it bites. You guys up a little. Just got to be aware that this may bite a little bit on the through cut. It may jump a little bit. It may be stuck on something. That guy left over. And now I do not need this. Oh, you guys like fell a little bit. I don't need this to be a full 2 inches thick. So I'm gonna resaw off a couple little strips to save because I don't want to just waste it through the planer. So I need, with a 1/4 inch top, give or take, I only need this guy to be like 1.5 inches, maybe not even. 1.25 inches. If it was 1.5 inches, it would be okay. Because then a 1/4 inch top would bring it to 1.75 inches. But I may as well like rip a couple of box tops or something off of this. Instead of just making it into chips. On the planer. Yep. Don't need any of this yet. A little bit less than a 1/4 inch off of that. Let's see where we're at. save those for box tops or something later. Loud noises. Perfectly good box stop for later. There's no point in just turning this into chips. Do it again. There we go. Now we are at 1 3/8. That's close enough. And now we'll flatten one side and we'll plane a little bit. We might be get that down to 1 1/4 inches. But then, splitting a 4/4, we're gonna resaw a 4/4 piece of walnut. So we may end up with 3/8 or so after that. It'll be plenty thick enough. Shut up, Paul. It'll be plenty thick enough, Waldrop. Loud noises again. Okay, doke. One side flat. Aim you back over there. Good. Come on. Stuff over here. This can go over here. For now. Yes, I have to pull out my planer every time I want to use it. Sucks. But it is what it is. In. Oh. Oh, I had it. Damn it. I'm a trained professional. Oh my God. Ah. See? Trained professional. Loud noises. Let's get this guy has to come by you. Let's do just cuz. I got a random chunk of 2x4 that I'm gonna fire through with it to catch the snipe. Nope, I don't. It's got a big screw in it. Hold on. I got one somewhere. Chunk of 2x something. Stop. There we go. That'll do. Random scrap to fire through with it to catch the snipe so that I don't have to clean that up later. Because sometimes I just chop things like 3 inches longer than I need to, so I can just cut that bit off. But I didn't this time, so. Let me just buck this guy. See, like, all of this would have just ended up as chips in my dust collector. That's like a bunch of box tops or box sides even, 1/4 inch. And then when I fire these through with the wood, this is going to pick up the snipe on the front and back end, theoretically, right? This knot's going to explode though. We'll see. It's fine. We're having fun, right? Loud noises. end up at? Inch and a quarter. Inch and a quarter. And I like that. Joint these guys together like that for the body. I like that. Back over here. My jointer is not set up very well right now. So we're gonna do it this way. We got them close. We got them enough to ride against the table saw fence. So we'll do them like that. Loud noises. Not plugged in. Now noises. That's a good enough joint for me, I think. Yeah. Maybe one pass with the flame. Just to, you know. Except the stupid wood doesn't one of those. One light pass. Really, really thin. Yeah. Okay. Let's glue that. Hold on, I'm gonna get a couple of these random scraps. Glue there. Got any more of those? I don't care what Paul is saying, okay? So everybody knows, like, Paul is probably beacon. I haven't looked, but Paul is probably beacon. And he's wrong. Whatever he's talking about, it's bullshit. Whatever he's talking about is nonsense. Okay? There's no right or wrong answer in woodworking. He's probably over there going like, well, I would have done it like this. It's like nobody gives a shit how you would have done it, Paul. Okay? You do it however you want. We'll see at the end whether or not my way was okay. Maybe it wasn't. But maybe it was. And we'll find out in 2029 when this guitar gets finished. For now, We'll just go with it. Okay, I worked all day. Now I'm trying to make a damn guitar. So why do I sound defensive? Why do I feel defensive? Are you guys judging me? Am I assuming that you guys are judging me and you're not? No, you probably are. All right, got our little blocks. Glue. I don't always do both sides of my joint. In fact, I rarely do both sides of my joint. But sometimes. This is just saving me extra work later by keeping this nice and flat, theoretically, so that there's less work cleaning things up. Nice even bead. Beauty. Put one across. Top as well. No, I don't think it probably needs it. Body glued up. Neck. sit and cigarette, and then neck. Put you back on your charger. How's everybody doing? Oh. I hope there's plastic wrap on those calls. Pay attention. Packing tape. All right, let's see what he was. Per comparison and reference. No, don't be putting your links to your shit in my. All right, what is how wide is the body at this point? It's exactly 13 and a quarter. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm not reading all of that. Mike, hope you don't mind. I posted my website. That way, maybe one of us could make some money off this live. I mean, one of us probably should. But everybody should absolutely not. Don't go there. It's a scam. It's actually it's going to infect your computer if you go there. Your live last week forced me to. I didn't force anything. First of all, were they delicious? Was I correct? That Waldrop Guitars page is great. Everyone go look at it. Tim wants you to get your computer infected also. Now Waldrop is going to have all of your information and your credit card details and your. He's in tech. Like as soon as you go to his website, he's got you. Oh, they were great. Were you finish them already? I'm trying not to just absolutely annihilate the whole shebang. I'm like, just once in a while I go to have like 2 and I have like 5 and then I'm like, no. I think you got maybe 4 left. I don't blame you. They're pretty awesome. All right. Body glued. Body milled and glued. You want an actual measurement, Paul? $13 exactly. $13 exactly. You really could use a thickness sander. Oh, I know. I've been talking about it being my next major tool for 3 years. I just my planer can't even live out. Where am I going to put that? I would not have a nutritionalization station. They're retractable from the roof or something on a little pulley system. You should be good. Might have to sand flat off the side. Hey, the shape of the thing. You know, if it comes out at 12 3/4 inches, I'm in 160 square feet and I have one. Well, that's because you're better than me, Paul. Is that what you wanted to hear? Was that, do you feel better now? I like to be able to move around and be comfortable in my space. You can have whatever you want in your shop. I don't know if you noticed this or not. This is also a film studio. Like, I gotta have room for cameras and camera. It has to look okay. Like, it doesn't really, but I'm gonna come up with some other excuses. Neck, let's go with 5. We go cherry with 2 racing stripes of walnut. So 3 cherries, 2 walnuts. Does Paul make guitars for a living? No, Paul steals your information on the internet for a living. He makes guitars as like supplemental additional income. That's how he puts his website up in chat rooms, and then people go there, and then he's got their info, and then he can do whatever he does with it. I don't know. The film crew has to get around. That's right. The director's chair. I need a place for craft services. The boom operators and shit like this. It's a whole thing, you guys. Oh, I think 5. 3 cherries, 2 walnuts, and then I'll probably also have to put some little wings on the tips. Tips on the wings. Smoke! And then we got to make a top for the... I don't think this is a thing that can happen. I mean, maybe. Okay. Blank's all glued up tonight. Tomorrow, I can replane neck blank, glue the top on the body, and route the truss rod cavity, cut the fret slots, and get the neck cut out and the fretboard glued on in a session. Third day, final routing of the neck and the electronics cavities, and finalize the shape of the body. What's that? Sunday? That'd be Monday. Tuesday, install the frets, glue the neck in, shape the body, finish shaping the neck, sand everything, neck into body. Tuesday. Wednesday, I'd be finishing. I'd be spraying it with lacquer. Wouldn't be playing it Wednesday night. I don't know. I mean, you could call it done if I'm spraying lacquer on it, couldn't you? No. No, not really. I don't know. Maybe I'll walk through. We'll see if I get the neck blank milled and glued up tonight. Tomorrow during the day, I can like walk through the progression of how the rest of it could theoretically go to be done by New Year's. I don't know if it's possible because glue needs to dry, finish needs to dry. I'm not good at electricity. Ideally, I also don't really want to spend my New Year's Eve doing soldering. Like, I don't want to, it's like the least cool thing that you can do. It's like soldering is the tomato soup of guitar building. I should finish the 2 bowls I have on the go. Yeah, you should. With the wedgie sleddy bowl, Sean. It's been like a year since you cut the segments for that bowl. I built a couple in a week's time, but it's hard to do it with as much finished stuff to do. Yeah, and the frets wouldn't be good. Like they might not be level and stuff, right? Just put in a 24-hour day tomorrow to prep. Yeah, but I also want to not do that though. Like, to be honest. So there's that. I'm going to get as much of it done as I can get done by the end of the year. And then we can look at it and be like, this is how much guitar I got done in 5 days or whatever it is. Maybe I cheat a little bit and I do a little bit in between. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do it live. But like when I get to neck glued into body, there's nothing more that I can do for like a dozen hours after that, right? So it's basically that's the end of an episode. But if I get things mostly shaped and sanded and things before that happens, then the next, I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'm not gonna kick myself in the teeth for not finishing this thing by New Year's Eve. Like, I don't see any of you jerks doing this. If you finish it Tuesday night, you could celebrate by playing it Wednesday night. I know, but like I said, I don't want to spend my New Year's Eve soldering. And if I finished it on Tuesday night, I would just play it on Tuesday night. Smoke. I mean, I'm exhausted, you guys. I had a long, hard day at work. So I kind of don't even feel like gluing up the neck blank, but I'm gonna. We're an hour 14 into the show. YouTube magic. Glue dries instantaneously. You can film it while talking about Paul criticizing you. I did that already. I'll spend 2 weeks building necks so I have them in stock. Mr. Latida, you're not doing it live on the internet with an audience like jerking at you. Nope, that's not what you're doing. Nope. I think this is a massive task. I'm just happy to watch along. I mean, yeah, thank you very much for recognizing that this is challenging. We demand more noise. You'll get it. We're jerking what now? Yes, I realized it when I said it. I was like, nah. Cherry walnut neck. Then maybe resaw and joint and glue up the top to be ready to go on the body. This is not a good idea, you guys, to do this all in one like push like this. But Paul watched a guy do it in the woods with a hatchet and a Swiss Army knife, so it should be fine. I'm having fun. How about that video release today, everybody, that you all watched and liked and commented on? Right? You all did that because we're friends. Paul builds 5 tellies per day in his 160 square foot garage while working on his tricycle. Because he's mostly made of fucking metal parts. Like he's half robot at this point. Okay? Like, when I'm 140 years old and I've been doing this for 70 years and I'm half robot, I'll probably be more efficient also. Watched your video and made a comment about why I think you should finish this. That's very surprising that you would comment that I should finish the shop stool. You're the only one who cares about the shop stool. I don't think finishing it is the point. It's working as hard as possible. Well, I mean, I don't know that that's the point either. I'm having fun. If I have 5 partially finished guitars, I have 5 partially finished guitars. Nothing says I ever have to finish any of this. Other than the bass. The bass I have to finish because it's a commission. But now I can because I have the thing that I needed. Theoretically, I could finish the bass by New Year. I could finish the bass during the day and work on the telly on the live show at night. And then I could hook up a loop pedal and play a bass line on the bass, and then put the bass down, and it would keep playing the bass line, and I could play over it on the telly. How awesome would that be? But did you get the right nut for the bass? I don't know. You're the one that bought it. Out in the bush, we know it will happen when it happens. What? Oh, you're out in the bush? At least you got a signal so that you can enjoy the entertainment. Okay. Neck. Neck's just ripping strips and then planer. And then glue. So that's okay. Let's do that. Neck. Neck is such that we need to do a little bit of of situation here. Glue drops. Okay. Cherry. This is my, like this side better. Oh, about a 1/4 inch, and then 2 sort of 3/4 inches. But this, because this is more vertical grain here, it's almost getting to quarter sawn here at the edge. So 1/4 inch or so there, that can go in the middle. Rip 2 sort of 3/4 inch strips, then flip one around so that the grain is doing like that towards the middle with the quarter sawn strip in the middle, nice and stable-ish, as stable as we can get it from this one chunk of wood right here. We'll just leave it extra long. We'll just do the whole thing. We'll just leave it. That'll pick up a little bit of the snipe on the planer. We won't have to fuck around with all the little extra bits, try to pick up the snipe going through. Or that'll work. 1/4 inch, 2 3/4 inch ones. The walnut for the top is, what did we figured out that we needed to go? 9. So we need to go like that. To about here. there to about, where was it? I just marked it a second ago. Oh, there. Yeah, about there. So cut this piece out. Like that. Which leaves me, yep, almost 7. Joint that. Rip it open. Book match it to the top with the rest of that. This I don't like. Got a little bit of junk happening there, so I might go a little bit wider if it leaves me enough. Let's just go. No, I can't. I don't have enough width. That'll be enough. It'll be enough. I hope. And then body will be like there. All that stuff book matched. And all of this left for the fire pit. Okay, let's start with that I will then that, and then when I'm doing that, I'll be set to do the edge of that. Yeah, okay. I'm all good. I'm okay. Loud noises. So now, I just fire all of this through the plater. That'll be my neck. Glue that up. Let's resaw the, we're over at the bandsaw already. Let's resaw the top. No, I gotta cut it here first. We can do that. We can do that. Come on back over to the table, saw. Going back over to the table, saw. Dee da pop, beat up, doo doo dow. Don't fall off the planer. You guys don't fall off the planer. There we go. And now this is a perfectly good piece of firewood now. It's perfectly, we got like, I don't know, like almost 2 board feet of walnut firewood. Actually, let's get this guy jointed so that when we resaw it, we can just, we'll have a glue seam already. Should we? Yeah, we probably should do that. And we'll just do it here. I like that. I'm back over here. Loud noises. That'll be my top. And then we're heading back over here. Come on. There we go, back over here. Oh. You guys having fun? Is this entertaining for you? Are you not entertained? Mark these. Oh. Oh. Yep. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I can actually do the walnut guys at the same time as the tops. Because if it picks up any snipe, I cut the neck extra long so the snipe isn't going to matter because that's all going to get cut up. So you can do all of those together. Start like this. Ah, big guy. Ow! Oh. Uh, don't break it off as you pull it out. Think? I think I came back out clean. I don't think I left any in there. That was a stick of wood, man. All right. Let's so walnut cherry. I hope it's wide enough. It looks like it came down a fair bit. Yes. Yeah. by like a 16th on either side at the heel. Obviously, I'm going to have to puff out the wings on the headstock with another couple little pieces, but that happens after I get the truss rod channel routed in it. At the butt of the neck, I got like a 16th on either side of it. Woo! Trained professional. All right. And then this. Except it's actually that. There's my top. Let's get the rest of the glue on the rest of it. Let's get the glue on the rest of it. Let's go. Go overkill. Just to get it up off the bed or off the bench. Am I still in order here? Yep. Okay. Where are we at? We're just at 2 hours. And I'm gonna have like just over 2 hours. I'm gonna have all of the blanks like in clamps. I always forget how much runnier Type Bond 3 is than Type Bond 2. Like, it is a much thinner glue. Like, it goes further. It's so much thinner, it like you need to use less of it because it spreads further. I hope this is fun for everybody. It's got to be weird, like, watching me actually make stuff. Most of the time, we're just sitting around. There we go. No, this is not all of the clamping. Shut up. Shut up, Paul. Fucking Paul and his judgmental bullshit all the time. That's not going to be enough clamps. I can just hear him. I think you're going to need more clamps than that, Mike. Gonna head out. Yeah. I'm just kidding, Paul. Go. Toss a bunch of clamps on here. There, I want to do a call because that's about where my wings are going to be getting glued on. I don't want to put big dents in the wood there. So let's soften that up a little. There's no glue on there on the outside, so shut up, whoever it was that was with the packing tape problem before. I just want to make sure that I'm softening up. I don't want to put big clamp marks in right there, because in case that is where the wings need to get glued on later. I mean, yeah, I could just plane a fresh facet, but why do that to yourself when you don't have to? We go. Neck, cherry, walnut stripes. Oh, I think you need more clamps. I think that's exactly the right amount of clamps for this neck. And now we're going to wet clamps this guy and this guy. This guy and this guy for my top, which is still perfectly jointed. That was a good decision that I made earlier to do that first. And we'll get a couple of cauls involved here too. Keep that nice and flat. And we'll use, oh, I got these little triangles for standoffs. No, I don't want to wrap those in tape. MDF. Then I'll just do. I mean, this might turn into a pretty nice guitar. Will it be done by the end of the year? Probably not. But when it's done, will it be pretty nice? Probably. If it ever gets done. Will it ever get done? No way to know. Does it really matter if it ever gets done? No, not really. Unless one of you guys wants to buy it, you let me know. Anybody want to buy this? Because maybe I'll try harder to get it finished. Where's my packing tape? I'm having fun. You guys having fun? I mean, I'll find out in a minute. I just want to get the rest of this in glue, and then we'll talk. No, this isn't the most exciting part of the process, but it's kind of important. There we go. Calls. One of those, one of those. One of those, one of those. And these guys are all set. Do. All right. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Glue bead. And one more across the top. Oh, I'm out of little guys. We'll go with. Let's do one of these. One of these guys right in the middle. Unnecessary additional clamp. There we go. Top. In clamps. Neck in clamps. Body in clamps. That's a lot. that's a pretty good start. Let's see it finished, then I'll consider buying it. That's probably a good idea. Maybe it's going to suck. Maybe it's going to suck. Bet it'll be pretty. Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, all this can come out of clamps. Cut the fret slots in the fretboard. Route the truss rod channel and the truss rod access cavity. Cut the neck blank to shape. Glue on the fretboard. Glue the top onto the body. Then that glue's got to set. So that's all that could happen tomorrow. That's doable on a live show. That would make Monday final shape of, like, final pattern routing of the neck, shaping the neck, routing the electronics and the neck cavity, shaping the body. I could get the neck glued into the body by the end of the night on Monday. Theoretically, that is a possibility. It's unlikely, but it's a possibility, at which point Tuesday it would be ready for final sanding and finishing, and Wednesday I could do the electronics and play it. In theory, that could happen. In reality, that is extremely unlikely. But not impossible. So you're telling me there's a chance. Oh, who hasn't hit the thumbs up button? There's people who have left. That there's still more people here than there are thumbs, and that tells me that. Don't forget the fretwork. Nah. I'll leave that to whoever buys it. They can take it to their guy. No. Why you gotta wreck it? Why? I had a perfectly good timeline set up. And then you ruined it by facts. I hate metal. I hate having to put metal into wood. Like, metal is cold and soulless. And wood is warm and soulful. Metal sucks. What night did I say I was going to put the frets in? Monday. Monday night, my boy Tyler Peterson comes to town and makes a guest appearance on the live show and does the fretwork for me. He's not here. Let's commit him to that. Should we volunteer Tyler to make a guest appearance on Monday night's show to do the frets on this guitar? Yeah? Then I don't have to? Unrealistic expectations. Well, you sure, yeah. What are your guitar strings made out of? Sheep guts. No, they're made out of metal, but I don't have to do anything to them. I just put them into the thing and then I just like that. So it's different. Okay. It'll be what it'll be. We'll just play it. We'll just keep on keeping on. We'll do one step and then another step and then another step, and we'll see how far it gets. You know, like if if I would be happy if midnight on New Year's hit and I was spraying a coat of lacquer on the guitar. Because at that point, it feels finished to me, even though it isn't. Like I could be comfortable saying like, damn, that's a lot for 4 or 5 days of live shows to go from chunks of wood to applying finish on a guitar. And Nadia, I don't. We've never had a Nadia appearance at my shop. I don't know if she's ever actually been in my shop. Tyler, yes, and Mikey B, and Nadia, and Sean McGill. We get Sean McGill to ride his motorcycle up. It's not going to happen. But hey, here's a hypothetical. Just a purely hypothetical, mind you. At night, during the live shows, I'm finishing this Telecaster. During the day, I'm finishing Sean's bass. Then he shows up on New Year's Eve with a cello to trade for the bass. And then I play a cello for the first time on New Year's Eve to end the year, trying a cello for the first time that I just traded a bass guitar for. I think we found the answer. No. I think he's probably got plans. That would be a pretty wicked end to a year, though. Just. Like, I don't even know how to hold it and shit. I'm just like. Not gonna. Oh, I didn't even know you were still here, man. I was talking about you behind your back. You should write for television. I didn't. I forget that television is still a thing. It's only 6-7 hours of driving to go there and back. You can crash. You can go home on the 1st. You don't actually want to be with your family to start the year, do you? The Packy Chip Challenge on New Year's. I don't know that doesn't sound like a pleasant way to start a year. I feel like that thing I should do on a shit day, like on a day that is shit anyway. Like it already sucks, so why not like turn on a thing and try that? Because I mean, whatever day I do that on is going to be a really bad day. So I don't want it to be a good day that I'm like having fun and enjoying my life. And then I do that and wreck it. Mike's never had as many people in his shop before. I don't think I've had more than 4 people in this shop. One time I did have a couple of guys over to show them. I did like wasn't a class. It was like an instructional, I guess, on how I set up my bandsaw for a couple of local guys. One of which may have been Ryan Hawkins. I'm trying to remember. It was Paul Klein and Brad Ruff. And it might have been Ryan Hawkins. Pretty sure there were 3 of them. If you don't finish the guitar on year, that'll be your self-punishment. What will? Eating the stupid chip? No. That's if I don't finish the guitar on time, like I don't actually care, to be honest. I think it's an unrealistic expectation. If you watched today's video, the year in review video that I released today, I talked about how I have yet to figure out realistic expectations. Like, I'm getting better at like scheduling myself, but I'm still not good at knowing how much I can accomplish in a set amount of time. So like I'll schedule myself like do this and this and this and this today, but that's too many thises. But it's still better than not scheduling yourself those things and then just doing whatever. Tom's leaving. Okay, bye, Tom. We'll see you tomorrow night for episode 2. By the time episode 3 or 4 rolls around, there's going to be like 2 people left. It's going to be like me and Paul, just like slugging away on it. Yeah, book match walnut top on a sapele body with a cherry and walnut neck. I think is gonna be. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. We'll find out together in March of 2029. Oh, well, you guys haven't been on your charger. How do we? 60%. We're okay. We're okay. Smoke. Couple more days of this year. I mean, I have the other guitars I could be working on too. I should be working on Sean's bass. At least Sean's bass. I think we talked about this before about how like it's not a commission, but it's a commission because it's for something. It's for like there is a value to finishing it. Like I receive something in exchange for finishing it. The rest of the guitars that I'm working on, like the only thing that I get when I finish it is another guitar. So at least when I finish Sean's bass, I get a cello, which I don't need at all, but I want. Because shut up. That's why. Gretchen has to go too. Okay, bye. About 30 minutes late Monday. Oh, that's when all the good stuff happens on Monday, is the first 30 minutes. It's a barter exchange. Who would have thought, hey, Sean, when you first started watching this nonsense, when you were in Ottawa, and I think we jokingly at that point, I mentioned wanting a cello and you were like, you can have mine. And I was like, ah, and it was like, who would have thought? That one day we would literally like hang out, and then if it like a little while later we would actually trade a thing for a Jello. Like, remember when I was pretty sure that you were in CSIS? So many things I wouldn't have thought would happen looking back 2 years ago. Yeah, and life keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future. Slipping, time keeps on slipping, right? I want to fly like an eagle. Oh, just happy that life is now settling down. Don't like you just shh. You don't talk about it. Like you say things like that, and then life is like, nah, pow. Like, stop it. Just slipping. You're baiting life by saying shit like that, Sean. Okay, smoke. Then we're at 2:30. Somebody asked what kind of phone I have. John, I have a Samsung S20. I am due for a new phone. I would say I'm past due for a new phone, but I have a hard time upgrading my phone when my phone still works. Like I'm not that kind of person that's just like, okay, time for a new phone because like my contract is run out and I could get a new phone now. I just like it's still working. I feel like that's just really wasteful. I'll buy it from you. I mean, sure. I don't even know what to say to that. Debating that same thing a few hours ago. Well, the problem though, the reason that I say that that's a problem is that the last time I did that, I was like, oh, it's just about time for a new phone. Oh, I can get a new phone anytime I want, like in just in my plan or whatever. But this one's still working fine. And then all of a sudden it went. Like it just stopped working. I used to be able to snap my finger. Oh, I was holding something and it kept me from being able to snap my fingers. And then, yeah, my phone went and it had stuff on it and the phone numbers and, all my contacts and everything. So you want to do it before you can't transfer all your shit. But you don't know when that is until it's too late to transfer all your shit. I'm going to drink as much coffee as I want tomorrow. Good. I also am going to drink as much coffee as I want tomorrow. I drink as much coffee as I want every day. What's special about tomorrow? J. Lottie? It heard you talking it up. What? A phone? Save it to the cloud. Well, shut up. Also, you guys, you young whippersnappers in your cloud technologies. Put it. We just put it out into the cloud. Like that's where it'll be perfectly safe there. All of your info. I'm just kidding. I can't. I just literally just don't know how. And I don't really want to learn because shut up. I'm older than you. Yeah, but you're saying things like, "Oh, I have fun." I don't. I hope you guys obviously have enough fun to keep coming back. So, oh, this is gonna be nice. Hopefully, all these guitars that I'm making actually like sound okay. You imagine like you got 5 guitars on the go, and then you finish them all and they're all shit. Because you should finish one and then improve. Right? And then like make it better and then by the time you get to the 6th one, maybe it'll be good. But when you like start and then don't finish and then start again another one and then don't finish and you never know if what you're doing is actually good. That's what the last one is for. I mean, theoretically, when I'm done the 5 that I currently have on the go, even if they all just turn out to like not be awesome, I am improving at making guitars. Like whether or not they sound better every time is kind of irrelevant. Like I am getting better at making guitars. I might not be getting better at making them sound better because I don't know how they sound. If they suck, just put an AI internet Wi-Fi device. Yeah, we'll just hook up the motherfucking Spotify to this bad boy. And I got a guitar question. Look out! If you make wooden bodies and necks and fit the same electronics, do they sound different? There are fights on the internet and probably in real life about this very question, about whether the wood that you use in an electric guitar makes a difference. There are people who think that it does. Those people are stupid idiots. I don't want to participate in the fight. But they're wrong and they're stupid. I'm just kidding. Maybe. There's no way to know because no two pieces of wood are the same. No two setups are exactly going to be the same. Like you could get a CNC to make two exactly the same guitars out of two different woods, and there's too many variables involved in how it sounds to be able to say that it's the mahogany or it's the cedar or it's the paduk or anything like that. There's no way to know that. So just stop fighting over stupid shit. People fight about this. Yeah, I know. I was just being hilarious though. So like I don't believe any of that. Like whatever. You can believe that it does if you want. And it may be. There's literally no way to know. I'd see it have an impact on how well it will sustain a plucked note. By a robot? Maybe. Even then, maybe. Like, how are you going to know that that plucked note is plucked exactly the same twice on two different guitars? There's no way to know these things. If you hand me a TaylorMade driver and a Callaway driver, and you tell me to hit them one after another, I'm not going to be able to tell you which one of those is better. There's too many other factors involved. As soon as you put a person involved, like people make guitars out of resin. You wouldn't be. People make guitars. I would say, I think even the people that say that the wood makes a difference will probably admit that it doesn't make as big a difference as the pickups and the setup and the strings and everything else that goes into an electric guitar. Like, I'm pretty sure that a bunch of Gibson, or Gibson doesn't really, yeah, maybe. There's a lot of like pretty reputable guitar manufacturers that make their guitar bodies out of fucking MDF. And they paint them with the thick ass, like enamel lacquer type shit. Like, I'm pretty sure PRS guitars, a lot of PRS guitars, I think, are MDF. You're gonna tell me that MDF is a tone wood? Fuck out of here. Which reminds me, I was going to make this a semi-hollow body Telecaster, wasn't I? Whoops. I mean, I still can, but that changes my timeline. Because now, well, not really, because it's just between taking the body out of the clamps and gluing the top on it, I got to hollow out some of it, which would have to be tomorrow. I could still do that. Yeah, I could still do that. Electric pickups are pretty good tone wood. Well, they're not, though. They're not at all. K9 Mind Help. I know that you were... But look at the sentence that you just... Just saying. Look at what the words you just typed. Okay, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Sounds like a pretty good way to shut her down. I got a lot done. For after the day of work that I just had, to come home and crush out the milling all the way to glue up of a body, a top, and a neck. I'm pretty proud of myself today. So let's call it. I bid you adieu for tonight. Back at it tomorrow. What were those chocolates called? Saunders? Nope. I don't know. Who said that they just got them and they just crushed the whole thing? And they only have like a couple left. Sanders? Dark chocolate sea salt caramels. Somebody, whoever else it was that got them, was going to tell us. I'll find them. I'll bring them out for tomorrow night. I want to say it was Sanders or something. Dark chocolate sea salt caramels in like a 1.8 kilogram. Baxies, Sanders. What did you Baxies? Sean. You know I'm going to call that shit out. Just leave it. It wouldn't have gotten any attention at all if you would have just left it there. But now we got to talk about it. I left the S off Sanders. See, now we're having a whole conversation. You could have just left it alone, spelled it right, and now we wouldn't... See, now we're wasting time talking about it. Right at the end of the show. God. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. If you didn't watch today's year in review video, go watch it after we turn this off. Hit the like button, comment on it, so that YouTube thinks that people like it. And then it shows it to more people. And this is like, help me out here, you guys. We got to retrain the YouTube algorithm to think that this is worthwhile. Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night for episode 2 of Foolish Endeavor of the Year. Bye for now. No, that's at the beginning. Nah.